You're watching DCTV. Now here's your host, the voice, Dave Canning. It's you, it's me, it's DCTV. It's you, it's me, it's DCTV. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is TNND. It's the time, ladies and gentlemen. It is that magical time because we promised Dhillon Shivers would be here this week. I have my briefcase in hand. I am ready. Bring me the man with the sunglasses and the facial hair. I want him right now. Bring him here. Bring him out. Come on. Where is he? Where is he? Any day.
Ooh, yeah.
What?
Nothing means nothing, yeah.
This is not who we expected. We expected Dhillon Shivers, but instead, ladies and gentlemen, from Sarasota, Florida, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the Machoverse to the
Ooh,
Wrestling
yeah.
N.R.D.
Expect the unexpected, yeah.
It is pure madness right now. We were expecting Dhillon Shivers, but talk about an upgrade. I might not be able to cash in this briefcase just yet. That time will come. But ladies and gentlemen, the cream of the crop, the man at the top. Ladies and gentlemen, the Machoverse is on the broadcast. Thank you so much for coming on this.
Yeah, Dave, good to be here. Ooh, yeah. You could just go ahead and call me the interim champion, yeah.
Whoa.
Things are changing.
Yeah, lots of changes going on. Yeah, it happened so fast you can't even talk about it. But I'm going to sit down on my macho throne. Yeah, give me a second.
I tell you, nothing's ever made me just want to just flex as hard as that.
I feel very out of shape. I feel very out of shape right now.
Pump my chest up a little. Yeah. Do this like they used to in all the promos. Just rub their hands.
Yeah, give this man some truck. Yeah.
Woo. Listen, folks, if you want some inspiration to hit the gym, you look at the Machoverse's Instagram. I'll just say that. He's clanging and banging all day long, makes The Rock jealous, I'd like to say.
Ooh, yeah, you're far too kind. Yeah, it's a lot of work, especially for a guy that loves cookies, brownies, donuts, and cake as much as I do. Yeah, so I have to work out. Yeah. I'm down 30 pounds from last April. Yeah, put on 10 pounds. Eating cheesecake and lots of carbs and bread over in Chile a couple weeks ago. Yeah, but I'm back on the move. Yeah.
It's you got to have low-calorie Slim Jims, you know?
Yeah. Plant-based Slim Jims, yeah.
So you got to get the protein in somehow. This is just...
Yeah, you got to have the almond cream, yeah.
Low-cal almond cream. There it is. This is so good. Oh, my God. So let's Machoverse, let's talk about how you and I came to kind of meet indirectly. It was at Impact Rebellion. And I just see this man anytime somebody cosplays as the Macho Man, my favorite wrestler of all time, it catches my attention. So you're there in the full garb, green, that cowboy hat, the streamers on the arms, the sunglasses, and it's just fantastic. You'd think that Randy Poffo was back from the dead, and it is so good. The voice, the outfit, he's got the muscles. That's the key thing. You see a lot of schlubs like me dressed as Macho Man Randy Savage, and it's the Nacho Man, not the Macho Man. So
hello.
It is. Yeah, seriously.
That's what they're talking about in those comments. Oh, yeah, it's a vessel of madness. It runs through a regular guy. Yeah, the spirit of madness. It'll run in and out. Yeah, sometimes the real guy comes back, and I do my real voice. Yeah.
My favorite.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they say when they say Nacho Man, huh? I just run with it.
Oh, it's so fantastic. So I have to ask this. So if you go all the way back in the Macho Man's career, did you play baseball at any point?
I did, yeah. Yeah, now I coach varsity baseball. Yeah, you can't make this up, yeah.
Really? You coach varsity? Wait, is that a Lanny Poffo Reds card?
No, it's a Randy Poffo Reds card, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
It says, I can't see these sunglasses, all-star rookie, but I don't think he actually played in the majors, but, farm system, good enough.
I now got to find me one of those. You do. Man.
I got the Rock as well from the Hurricanes.
Oh, God.
I want to get a custom Poffo jersey made.
You're obligated to.
I have to. Yeah, now I got to. Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I was at the Mets game last night for my brother-in-law's bachelor party. First of all, I
I've seen
told
it.
the starting pitcher that I'm a Vanderbilt alumni to get him to toss me a ball. I've never been near Tennessee, for the record.
That's
But I kept telling everyone, I was like, "Who do you even know on the Reds?" It was like Brandy Poffo, greatest Cincinnati Red of all time. So
Also on the Cardinals. Yeah, Cardinals farm system. Yeah.
I have watched 2 baseball games in my entire life.
I've watched 2 baseball games in the last 10 years, and I coach baseball, so maybe that's why we won 1 game last year.
So I work in optometry, so I can't go too far into this patient's name, but their last name was Sosa. So all day, all I was doing was joking about how Mark McGuire was better than this guy.
oh, geez.
And this patient comes in, and he's just this tiny little squirrely guy, last name Sosa. And I'm just dying laughing. And the first thing I look at him and I go, man, we're going to hit a home run with these glasses today. Nothing.
Nothing, right?
Nothing.
Doesn't get it.
The only baseball reference I can have.
The only one he's got, and is
Yeah, we've had a
just-
Sosa before on our team.
That's
It's
fantastic.
common.
So Mr. Macho, I gotta ask, because obviously I've seen you at Rebellion. I heard on Instagram that are you going to Grand Slam?
I'm
And
going
our-
to Grand Slam. Yeah,
Ooh.
second year in a row. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
we may-
being
we-
fooled by buying floor seats again. Yeah, wasn't that
We-
good?
We may have to meet up and give a little
Oh,
powerful
for sure. Yeah.
handshake there. But yeah, so I would assume that it's safe to say that you are not just soaked with WWE. You're all over the place in terms
I'm all over
of
the place. Look,
wrestling.
I took a WWE break for a few years, except for pay-per-views. But yeah, I was gung ho with AEW. Super exciting to have something new. And now the balance is kind of changing for me. I'm excited for WWE to be watchable again.
Mhm. It
Yeah,
already has been. So
It has been, yeah. I actually watched all the segments of Raw this week, and I was very impressed. I mean, I didn't watch commercials, but I watched it a little bit after. And the direction it's going, I'm impressed.
I do completely backwards. I just
The
watched
greatest
it.
wrestler of all time is finally back.
The Macho Man.
Bailey.
Oh.
Bailey is
Yeah.
back.
Who, Dexter Loomis or Karrion Kross?
Bailey. Get the hell out of here
Oh,
with those
Bailey.
two.
Yeah, that was sick. You know what? That was the first step, SummerSlam, and I was really impressed by that.
I love
What
Bailey.
the-
I will do anything for Bailey.
Bailey's awesome.
Anything?
I just want good girl Bailey back. I want the hugger. I don't need this mean Bailey.
Me and
I get
Bailey,
it.
Yeah. What about me and Bailey? Yeah. We saw her wrestle Sasha Banks at TakeOver years ago in Brooklyn. Amazing match.
Yeah.
Match.
Oh man, is that where are you in the city?
I'm in the city, yeah. What about you?
I'm in Westchester.
Oh, no shit. I moved
So-
from Westchester to Long Island during the pandemic, and now I'm in the city.
Okay, yeah, I'm in Cortland Manor, so
Oh, so you're
that's
northern
pretty.
Westchester.
Yeah, I'm in
I
northern Westchester, so I'm
See,
not
I
in
can't
upstate New York though.
I can't even
We're
talk
lower.
without doing the macho hand things anymore. Even telling a regular story.
I went through that phase in my life. We all go through that phase. We're just talking with our hands but
it gets to a point where I'm telling a story that someone said. I was like, yeah, and then he goes, shut up, you're an idiot. And I'm like, yeah, and then he says this thing, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm telling the story as that person being Macho Man. So yeah, it leaks into all aspects of my life right now.
you just have to keep your hands in your pockets. But then you just
Yeah.
wiggling around. Come
Right,
on,
right.
So I have a question.
Sure, yeah.
When did this all start for you?
Yeah. So I was doing a poor Macho Man impression for years since grade school, and I would hurt my throat going "Oh yeah!" And for years I would just do it randomly. I would sneak up on people at work. We work with other schools, so if someone's in the stall and no one else there, and I'm about to leave the bathroom, I'll go "Oh yeah!" and then I slam the door, and they're probably like, "What the hell?" So so I was in for Halloween in college years ago. I painted on a beard, made my own costume. I stapled the streamers to the jacket. Fast forward later, we moved to the city, and I was telling my wife, Matcha Man. I'm like, that would be kind of cool, a play on words, right? It's like Matcha Man, but it's a green tea themed, right? So I talked to my friend. He designs a parody shirt, right, where Macho Man is holding a cup of tea, and it's green. It says Matcha, the same font, right? So then my wife started putting together materials to make a costume. So long story short, right, my friend designed a matcha tea print, and my wife has a background as a costume designer in Las Vegas. She's very humble about it. She kind of hates when I say it, but she did like Cirque du Soleil and some other performance shows. So I married the best person I could have married. And her initials are the same as Macho Man. So, but I'll leave it at that. Coincident. Happy coincidence. So I started dressing up like this at Halloween. So this past Halloween, it was the New York City, the West Village Parade. I was Matcha Man, and it was kind of basic. I didn't have the custom glasses yet. Didn't have the pants with the T symbols. It was just green and white. It was a big hit at the Halloween parade. I could not do the impression. It was bad. I was growly the whole time. It's not the best now, but it's way better than it was for Halloween. But it was just like very growly. And anytime I saw an old man in the crowd, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, Ric Flair. Yeah, I see you at WrestleMania. Yeah." And if I saw like a big Latino dude, I'd be like, "Tito Santana. Oh yeah." And every cop, I would call the Mountie or the Big Boss Man or the Medium Boss Man. So I was just pretending not to understand people's costumes and just thinking in my head who they look like.
Yeah.
So there was like a scientist with like a vaccine thing, and I was like, "Yeah, Ric Flair, there you are again." Yeah. So I did the Halloween thing. I lost my voice so bad. The next day, I was doing a test review. The kids play a review game, multiple choice questions, and I'm usually the host and I'll read the questions. But this time, I had a bunch of signs. So I had a series of signs that said like, quiet down, pull your mask up, next question. We're about to start, whatever. I had like 15 signs by the end of the day. And they would ask me, and I would show them this picture of me from the Halloween parade, and it said, "Lost my voice, pretending to be Macho Man for 7 hours." All right. That was where I started. And then I started wearing it to wrestling shows. I think AEW at the Belmont in January, the first one they did. I did that. And it was like hard to leave. Like even the cops were stopping me, security, to take photos. That was a blast. And then later on, it would be going blank here. Other events, right? So I would do, the Rebellion one. It was another wrestling show. So I was Matcha Man, and then a friend saw me at Rebellion, right? When I was Green Matcha Man. And his friend goes, "Oh my God, I've been looking for someone to play Macho Man for a Moon Knight parody called Macho Night." He said, "Would your friend be down to do it?" So I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." So I went to Poughkeepsie. We filmed it in Hyde Park. I had a gold robe that my wife made for me for Burning Man a few years ago. So I had like kind of a Macho Man Randy Savage costume, yeah. And I had these green tights that she made that are really sparkly. So we went wig shopping, got this wig. I forgot to take the wig cover off it, so it was like this. It looked like Brady Bunch's mom. The video came out all right. Someone else did the voiceover, and it was a horrible impression. So I was like, "This is terrible." But it came out really well. Afterwards, my friend took really nice pictures with a great camera, and they came out amazing. And I was like, "Holy shit, man! This made me want to dress up like regular Macho Man in all different variations." So the Machoverse started as a mashup one, and now I'm like thinking of different classic costumes I can make. So my wife made the Macho Madness one from the NWO. She cut the shirt, she made the pants with the stars, like everything. I dyed my beard, I trimmed it. Went to Brooklyn Comic-Con, and that's when it kind of like blew up, and it got a lot of like respect. Everybody loves the Macho Man. A lot of people don't know who he is, especially these young kids that are anime. But to be honest, I don't know who they are either. But like I'll walk through the city and people won't say anything, and then they'll get a dude in their 30s or 40s like us. They'll be like, "Oh shit, Macho Man!" I'm like, "Ooh yeah!" So yeah. So I got about 5 different costumes now, and here we are.
This is why I miss the East Coast, because you can walk around like Macho Man and it's like everything. No one's like, "All right, cool. That guy that's it." Where I live now in West Michigan, it's like if I walk down the street dressed like Macho Man, the cops are coming.
Oh man, yeah, we see weird stuff all the time here. So like they're like, "Oh, there's some weirdo dressed up," and I'll park taxi cabs and stuff. I'm like on my way. I'll stand in the middle of the street. A garbage truck stopped me the other night. Stopped in the road and then was honking at me. This is at like midnight, and I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Come here!" And they had to like take a picture of me at the red light in front of the truck, and I'm like, "Please don't run me over."
You got to recreate this Macho Man.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Did
you have the tie-dye?
I did. Yes. I did a couple of times in Chile. I had the tie-dye. I think I was missing 1 or 2 things. I did it on the side of a ledge of like a canyon.
Oh, okay.
On my Instagram, there's a couple that I did like that, but I want to do one with like the water in the background.
It's
I was
so
hiking, so I
great.
didn't have my wig on me either, but that's a classic.
It is classic. It's so good. Is Macho Man your favorite of all time?
Yes,
Okay.
top one of my top 5, and we can go through the top 5s.
I would love to know your top
Let's hear it.
5.
All right, we got Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay.
We got The Rock.
Okay.
We got Chris Jericho. We got DDP, and we got Rob Van Dam. I mean, the 4 bottom are really no particular order.
Interesting.
Interesting top 5.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember because I have like a post-it note that I like wrote out a few years ago that had like my top 8 wrestlers for whatever reason. Mine was Macho Man, John Cena, Stone Cold, Chris Jericho, and I think Undertaker was in there. Him or Shawn Michaels. So
8's tough to remember.
it is very
It's easy for me. My top 3.
Finn Balor was on that list as well.
Finn was on my list before. Yeah, for sure.
So
top 3 is easy because I got 3 wrestlers basically the same gimmick. You've got Doink, you've got the other Doink, and you've got Dink. It's done.
Yeah, Evil Doink is very underrated. Yeah, I have a friend that's a wrestler. He's like one of the scariest people I ever wrestled. Was Evil Doink.
I could only imagine.
Terrified.
Evil Doink was that Matt Bourne.
He took his arm out of his jacket and beat up Crush, and it terrified me at the age of 4.
He amputated himself.
Yeah.
Fun Crush fact. I just learned. I've been doing a wrestling Guess the Wrestler trivia every day on TikTok on the weekdays, and I just learned that Crush is the only person ever to kick out of a certain finishing move. Do you know it?
It's the Razor's Edge, right?
Yeah. My last clue was no one's ever kicked out of a finishing move, and
somebody I remember because you did it on TikTok Live.
Yeah,
was it?
Yeah.
I remember I watched it and somebody
No
was like Razor or Crush kicked out. I was like, well, way to ruin the party.
Yeah. I stand corrected. Yeah, made a mistake. Yeah, a little bit too much madness. Yeah.
I didn't know that move was so protected.
Yeah, very much so. Tonight was the first. Can we do spoilers from AEW or what?
Yeah, because this will air. This will air next Tuesday, so we're good.
Okay. Yeah, tonight was the first time that someone kicked out of the Judas Effect, apparently.
Well, it was because his broken nose. He wasn't getting enough oxygen to get the rotation right.
Yeah, we got another William Regal over here. Yeah, that makes sense.
That was so much.
Mr. Man in the Mask over here.
They got to do that more often. They got to explain what makes the move so powerful and so lethal. I agree.
Exactly. And I
loved it.
Yeah, it was
great episode of Dynamite.
Fantastic episode.
That Jade Cargill match went a little long, but
yeah, and who gets a title shot on their second match? She's not the Giant in WCW. Yeah. Right? Like, why have a ranking system? I love AEW, but the more I go on Reddit and read about like things they can improve, I'm like, yeah, I could see that.
No, absolutely, and they're still in their growing phase. They've been around 3 years, but they're still figuring things out. But
I was at the taping for Rampage in Grand Rapids it was Rampage, Battle of the Belts, and Dark.
All over the show.
And Dark, the crowd wasn't too hot. Like, there wasn't too many people there for Dark, but people just started chanting Sunny Kiss. And being from New Jersey and loving Sunny Kiss, I'm all about it. So I think they just gave Sunny Kiss a match that night. And what AEW needs to do is push some of those people that are on Dark. Like, Sunny Kiss, there's no reason in a year Sunny Kiss isn't the TNT champion.
Make Dark worth watching,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fun when you're there, but other than that, like I watched the entrances looking for me. That was it.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I never found myself. Yeah, Harold, you got a good point. They do listen to fans sometimes. Tony Khan checks Reddit. I wish they would stop with the blood every week, though, man. Like, what is it? Are they gonna do light bulbs next? What is it, CCW? Even ECW was classy and rarely had blood. At least in the last few years, they went. It's too much. It's not special, and I feel like it's unnecessary. Perhaps an unpopular opinion.
Although, I mean, on Raw this past week, when they rolled out Dominic and he was bleeding, and everyone was just like, whoa, there's blood on USA, and it's not SVU?
Right.
What?
Did they change the rating yet?
I think it's officially TV 14 now, so they can say shit.
Yeah, you gotta go to the movie with your brother. Yeah.
We're going to get some butt cheeks on Raw.
Yeah. Jeez.
Who's, though?
Hopefully
Finn Balor
comes back.
Let's ask Mean Gene. Yeah, Mean Gene, what do you think? Yeah. We're live on the Wrestling Podcast right now trying to find out if there's any blood left. Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, that's my one thing with John Moxley. Yeah, every match he's got to bleed. Yeah, what's going on with that? Yeah, you got to make the referee put on gloves. Well, Machoverse, people like it. Yeah, not a fan of that. So yeah, I say to my friends, like, how long until John Moxley bleeds? What are the chances he's going to bleed in this match? And it's always yes.
He sneezes and there's blood.
That's it, man.
Oh, speaking
Oh,
of sneeze.
yeah, baby. I see Mean Gene. I see the Machoverse. It's me, the handsome Harold the Puppet.
Harold,
Whoa,
great to see you. Great to be here
big.
again. Yes.
Nice
Are
to
you
see you,
psyched?
Macho. Nice to see you, Gene. Nice to see you, Nick. Hello, Dave.
Oh, hi, Harold. Where's your brother, the commissioner of the show? Huh?
Ah,
That's what we
Gerald,
really
he
need.
sucks. I'm tired of his crap.
Gerald was going to be the official referee for this baby tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't even know if Gerald's around.
It's not fair. Speaking of referees, folks, I cannot implore this enough. Oh, there's
Yes,
Ooh,
yes,
hey,
yes.
he's got a tag team partner, yeah, but you're not the only one with a tag
Oh,
partner, because I got
baby.
somebody also, yeah.
Who do you got there? It's me, Gerald Z. Poupée. Who is that?
Yeah. I
Is that
got
Macho
little Macho.
Puppet?
Yeah. What do you call yourself?
I am Gerald Z. Poupée. I'm from Europe. I'm fancy and rich.
Yeah. Kind of remind me of Andre the Giant, yeah. As long as the
Whoa,
hook's right here, we're safe.
baby.
Yeah.
I like the good guys, though. I like the Iron Sheik. I like the Mountie. I like the Beverly Brothers.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Get out of here, Gerald.
Oh, whoa. No need for abuse like that, Harold. And that is why you will not be the referee at All Out. That duty goes to me when I referee the main event at All Out between Spaceman George and Dhillon Shivers. If Dhillon ever shows up and makes it All Out. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Because right now I can call myself the interim champ. Yeah, where's Dhillon? Yeah, President Jack Tunney got him on lockdown or what? Yeah.
Listen, Macho Man, I will not hesitate to cash this in on you, okay? I don't care that you're a really nice guy. I will not hesitate to hit you over the head with this and take that crap.
Maybe I am insane, yeah, but as long as the Hulk doesn't come in and steal my spotlight, we can coexist, yeah.
Well, let me tell you something, Machoverse. You talk about the madness, talk about the Hulkster. We got our own version of the Hulkster. We got a little space odyssey, if you will. If you can give us a minute with the space odyssey and the spaceman, let the rocket ship fall down. Oh, yeah. That was.
Did somebody see the Hulkster, brother?
My God.
Let me tell you something, brother. I heard what you said. I heard what the Machoverse was saying, and now I'm here, brother. What you gonna do when Puppet Madness runs wild on you, brother?
Your Puppet Madness! Puppet Madness! Yeah!
On the strings, yeah. Now that I've been doing the Macho Man voice, it is impossible to do Hulk Hogan's voice. And I
don't even like Hulk Hogan.
I don't either. Yeah. The end of the Hulkster. Yeah.
We got a friend here on the show. He's from outer space. He's the intergalactic wrestling champion of the world. And I think he's going to come in a little bit. But, oh, baby, you'll meet that our friend Spaceman George.
Although, since we're throwing impressions out there, I do have to give you one that I promised my sister I would present. And that is, I like to think I outshine Doc Gallows in the fact that I do a spot-on Howard Finkel.
Oh, I want to hear. Yeah, I want to hear the Fink. Yeah.
Well, let me get some water here so I don't die.
Oh, yes, it's me, Dave Canning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, hailing from Sarasota, Florida, the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time. Uh-huh. Yeah.
The all-time GOAT, Howard Finkel.
Yeah.
Love him.
Speaking of coffee, Macho Man,
spot on.
how do you drink your coffee?
Yeah, how do I drink my coffee? Yeah, let me tell you, I don't. Yeah. Matcha tea and yerba mate, yeah.
Yerba mate? That sounds fancy.
Real fancy, yeah. I don't need no coffee or caffeine. Yeah, I'm jittery. Yeah, of course I am. That's my personality. Yeah, doctor said I'm an OCD. Yeah, one cool dude. Yeah.
And speaking of the Matcha Man, I remember I saw on your Instagram, we talked about before we hit the record button that you have a custom figure made of the Matcha Man. I'm
Prop
curious.
time.
What's that?
It's prop time. Go on.
I would love to see the custom figure of the Matcha Man, and I'd love to know how you got this made. It's incredible.
Okay, I want to see that. So hold on.
Get out of here, Harold.
Well, Harold's back. Yeah, the human form. Yeah, he used to be a puppet.
Oh, I'm Tom. I'm Tom. That's Harold.
They look the
I
same.
was calling him Harold. But yeah, I'm looking at the title. I could call this guy iPhone in the corner. Yeah, but I'll call him Corner Man. Yeah. So, like they say, great minds think alike. Yeah, I mean, this isn't that hard to think of, Matcha Man. So someone else thought of it after I did the costume. So I saw it on Instagram. This guy, Retro Gimmick, shout out to him, makes very ridiculous, funny custom figures. And one day he had Matcha Man, and I'm like, holy shit, that's me. And I commented, I sent a picture. I'm like, I've been doing this since October. And they were both like, whoa, what a coincidence. So I had him make me another one. I just wanted it a lot lighter, so it's lighter green. And that's the Matcha Man Randy Savage. So strictly coincidence. Pretty amazing coincidence. And now I have this in my Shrine of Madness.
Wow.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
love
have
your
any?
friends you guys got.
Do you have any other do you do collectibles at all, whether it be wrestling or sports paraphernalia, anything like that?
Sports paraphernalia. Yeah, is that how I do steroids? Is that a needle joke? Yeah.
We love steroids on the show.
I had a lot of action figures for wrestling that I would use when I was a teacher at a summer camp. We used them for stop motion animation, so I left half of them at camp. I have some in my parents' house, but no, I don't collect. I want to get into actually collecting like different versions of Macho Man.
We can make Tom. How many Macho Brawlers do you have? Because so right now, obviously, for those of you who aren't aware, we are pretty big behind the micro brawler figures that Tom has in his background, and I believe right now we are waiting on the shipment of the USA Macho Man with the cowboy hat.
So I got the King.
Yep, we've got the King.
Macho King, yeah.
Macho
Pink.
King. We've got
Pink
the pink.
tights.
Nice.
WrestleMania 3.
Orange.
The
Ooh, yeah,
classic
orange.
orange.
Your classic, yeah.
And red and yellow.
The Mega Powers.
Oh,
But I'm
yeah.
missing they did the black and white. They did a blue.
They did a USA wannabe.
Yeah.
in the blue and red, and then they did the green. Oh! Brother.
Spaceman George has returned, brother.
Yeah, I thought that was the Hulkster, yeah. Tough to see with these glasses on.
No.
I want to hear about you, yeah.
This
Is
is
that
the politically
Macho? Oh, Macho Dhillon Shivers doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, no chance in hell, yeah, like Mini Mac, yeah, Mini Mac and cheese.
My goodness.
Oh, God, that's
Does this character have COVID or what? Yeah.
Oh my God! Spaceman George,
you look terrible.
Spaceman George, you look like worse than Ric Flair after last weekend. Did you pass
know,
out twice?
Been fighting his last matches up in space, you know.
Are you gonna make it to All Out? That's my big question.
Well, let me tell you something, Dave, brother. Spaceman George doesn't need to make it to all out. Spaceman George just needs to beat Dhillon Shivers, take that crown, and go to space, brother, and eat my vitamins, say my space prayers, and you'll never catch that briefcase in, because I'll be just space flying.
Listen, pal, I know Elon Musk. I will get to space if I have to come for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a space cadet, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need to take this on a tangent. In Japan, there's a wrestler who wears a mask that pretends to be an old man, and he brings a cane to the ring, and he'll bring his cane up, and he'll walk the top rope with the cane holding his opponent's hand, but the cane's like touching the top rope. And
What?
Spaceman George looks so much like this. I can't think of this guy's name, but he just pretends he's an old Japanese man,
I'm
and he
guessing
does like
it's
cool
not
lucha
Japan.
stuff.
This has got to be like DDT or something.
It's gotta be. I don't even.
People wrestle blow up dolls.
Yeah, it's gotta
Like
be.
Invisible Man. It's got to be that. That sounds awesome.
Which I love it. I think it needs to happen more. I think we need more gimmicks. I think we need to
I agree.
Hikaru into AEW.
That's the thing missing from
that's the guy.
from New Japan. There's just no gimmicks. It's just like, ha ha ha, you beat me a long time ago. Well, I'm coming back and I'm going to kick your ass in 6 months.
That's
Oh my
it.
god, it's a rematch. Oh, this what?
I love the New Japan stories because they're long and they're fun and they're emotional.
Like Naito
Man,
has a great story.
I need characters too.
Yeah,
Like I need some Spaceman George. I need some Spaceman George every day in my life. I need some Machoverse.
Big fan, yeah. Thank you.
George is okay.
Who are the characters? We got like Tai Chi and Yano. Are they the only ones really we got?
Really? Yeah. I mean, I'd say Yano's like the character.
Yes, I watched the G1 a few years ago. The one when Ibushi won. It was like Ibushi and Naito, I think, at the end. That was awesome. Every single match. Yeah. But man, it's dedication, and especially if you're not subscribing to the channel and don't have it on your TV.
Yeah. Like I watch Wrestle Kingdom every year. I kind of like try to pay attention to the G1 to just kind of stay in loop. But like you said, if you're not watching every week,
right,
it's tough.
Like every 2 days.
Wrestle Kingdom's like 7 hours long now, I feel like, too.
Yeah, but you wake up. What you do is you wake up at like 2:30 Miami time.
Oh, live.
And
okay.
You start with a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then by the time the show kind of gets going and they do their like battle royal thing, it's time to make banana bread. So like an hour then, and once that hour kicks in, you're moving and grooving. You've got banana bread. Oh my gosh! Then what happens? You're starting to get tired. That's when you brew your first cup of coffee. I've got it down to a science.
Do you really watch it live?
I watch it live every year.
Wow, that's the way to do it, because then you can't get lazy and fast forward.
And I'll get lazy and fast forward because I don't give a shit about Zack Sabre Jr.
Wow. First of all, watch your attitude. Okay.
I hate him. I don't want to see him wrestle.
I'm just saying.
Yano on.
Imagine if we stuck to our original goal of meeting for the first time in Japan for Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, that's a dream of mine, man.
It would have been awesome, but it's very expensive.
My wife's best friend just moved outside of Tokyo,
so we got a place to stay. What
I'm saying is, I think we've got a place to stay.
Well, what I need is somebody to translate for me because I barely speak English.
I can translate for you, Dave.
Perfect. I don't know what to eat.
You wear a shirt. There's a shirt that like vegans have that says no meat, no dairy in Japanese. Pro skater Mike Vallely's old company, Please Don't Eat My Friends, made it. I don't have it, but I want it.
Yeah, I eat fish outside of the U.S. though. Yeah.
I'd probably eat some fish in Japan.
Are you vegan?
I'm vegetarian. I was vegan for 4 years, and then we moved out to Michigan. And dairy alternatives out here are more money than they were in New Jersey.
Wow.
Oh, you got that place, the Herbivorous Butcher, man. They make.
That's in Minnesota. I went there.
Oh right, yeah.
Minnesota. And it is
Michigan. Rob Van Dam. Yeah. Okay.
It is insane. The Herbivorous Butcher. Oh my god.
We have it in our freezer. We order the bacon.
That was the best sandwich I've ever had in my life.
That's awesome. I don't want to turn this into a plant-based podcast because you guys would be like, huh, what?
I had a burger for dinner.
Yeah. No doubt, man. That's cool.
You know, I actually brought that up to Tom because I was like, I noticed you're like, I saw you post on your story like, oh, one of my 7 accounts. Like, oh, Tom, aren't you vegan?
I have 8 accounts actually now.
Oh, I'm sorry, 8. So sorry.
Yeah. I got this one, a backup one, a teacher one, baseball coach, mushroom foraging site, vegan food, and I think the teacher. Yeah, there's 8 altogether. It's a lot.
So just real quick on the vegan food. Have you been to that vegan diner in Brooklyn? I can't figure out.
Champ's Diner. So many times.
Thank you.
That's the first restaurant I've been to, I think. Yeah.
So good.
So good. Yep.
So
yeah,
good.
Man. We were just in Chile and everything is half the price. So coming back here and you're just like, $30, like $27 for a vegan chicken Alfredo. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But yeah, they definitely they got to pay that New York City rent, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, Champ's Diner is amazing. Fogging up my glasses. The sweating promo where he's like,
his real face. And I'll say this, like, even without the glasses, with the wig on, you pull it off still. You pull off in-ring Randy Savage well.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's what I've been told. So
I was showing my boss your Instagram today at work and saying, yeah, we're interviewing this guy. And he goes, oh, he does Macho Man really well. I go, because he's not like a wrestling fan. He knows because he's older. Right. He knows these people. And I'm like, why do you say that? And he goes, he does the thing with his lips in the pictures. Like he sucks them in a little. And I'm like, all right, All right, Doc. You know what you're doing.
He gets it.
Thanks. I've been studying the poses and writing down different quotes, studying, reading promos and all that stuff, and just practicing all the poses for the photos. And I've been good at this. This has been natural for years. The hand. Ooh, yeah.
Now it's
You must be an Italian from New York.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm like always perfecting it. So like I was doing this, but now I'm like, oh, it's this. Yeah. So like little critiques of it.
Love it.
Fun.
And
This was my crap Macho Man cosplay for Halloween. I had to go with the Zubas.
Oh, okay, those are classics.
Exactly.
Terrible,
so
Dave.
comfortable. I've never been. Is anytime you go out in a costume on Halloween to a bar, you're like wearing something that is extremely uncomfortable, hard to pee in. That was the most comfortable I've ever been out in public before.
Those look comfortable. Those are like pajama pants. Yeah.
Very comfortable.
We used to call them skids, in the 90s. You're 90s kids. You guys were in like first grade, and we were the kings of the school in fifth grade. Yeah, little kids. Yeah.
Listen, speaking of the 90s, if I could cut you off for a second, because I did get a delivery the other day, as we promised to our Patreon members. They're coming in September for you. But we have officially, this might blow the Machoverse away, officially, we have in our possession the Wrestling N.R.D. broadcast Pogs, baby.
Wow, man, freak out, yeah.
Exactly.
Pogs, yeah, what do? You slam them, yeah, flip them over, knock them over.
Exactly. Yeah. We've beat the majors to this, and I'm so proud of us.
Pogs are making a comeback. You watch. Everything's in a cycle with these popular trends, man.
So patreon.com/WNRDV. You join. This is the September gift. You're going to love these things. So, and if I see a Grand Slam, Mr. Machoverse, I will personally give you a Pog. How do you like that?
You're going to see me, yeah. And if you're going to New York Comic Con, you'll see me there. Oh, by the way, are you going to Mid-Hudson Comic Con next Saturday? Because I'm going to go to that.
I am DJing a Sweet 16 that day, sadly.
DJ.
Wait, no, it's the third. Wait, it's this this comes next. What day?
No, it's next 20th.
20th.
Almost let you off the hook, podcast man. Yeah.
Am I off? Am I off that day? Now I gotta ask.
I'm
going to a Yankee game that day. I forgot.
He's got excuses. Yeah, just like Dhillon's supposed to defend the title. He's got lots of excuses.
Listen, I would love to go to Comic-Con. I would cash this in on the interim champion, make a big deal of it for the Blue.
All right. Well, I'll be seeing you. How are your seats at Grand Slam? Good.
I'm in the upper deck because I'm on a budget. I'm trying to move in September, so I gotta save my money where I can. Yep. So, but yeah, no, I'll be upstairs, and but yeah, so I'm excited. I'm very George. Put that crown away. You're not the king yet.
George, yeah, I thought his name was iPhone. Yeah, George, he's a rebel. Yeah, he won't even change his name in the corner. Yeah, but now I know. Yeah.
George, look at you.
George, you look homeless. I'm not gonna lie.
Georgie pudding pie. Yeah, kiss the girl, made him cry. Yeah,
and like
he re-entered the atmosphere.
Since George came crashing down in Lake Michigan, it's been rough. It's been rough.
Land ho indeed, my friend. Land ho indeed. But so,
sorry.
Crown, and George becomes the king of the broadcast.
Yeah, bow down to the king. Yeah,
bow down.
We want George. We're rooting for George.
1, 2, 3.
Is Harold rooting for George? Not his friend Dhillon Shivers there, my friend, huh?
I have George, the number one contender. Harold rooting for.
George is the number one contender and will challenge for the King of the Nerds crown at All Out, in which I will be the official guest referee. I can't wait, boys. See what you got.
Can't trust you. Watch your back. Yeah, always turn it around. Yeah, paranoia is present. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, here. Yeah, I'm here.
It is so good. It's so good. Oh man,
so good.
But
did you guys see Dynamite? Do you want to talk about it?
Of course, I saw Dynamite. It was great. We had more blood than a blood bank.
So you guys are pro? Are you pro blood?
I'm all for pro blood if it's done right, and I don't need it every match, but it helps enhance it. It's like hot fudge on a Sunday.
But did we need it during Tanahashi versus Jon Moxley?
No.
No. It took my interest away.
Tanahashi does not need blood in his match.
Exactly. As ADHD, it doesn't help to be distracted by the blood all over there. My wife walking by going, ew, Jon Moxley bleeding again? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, he is.
That's the problem, is it's Jon Moxley bleeding again.
I
need him to bleed for a reason.
Yes.
Yep.
And then if he's bleeding for a reason, let it pour. Like,
exactly.
let me feel worried.
It was
Brody this morning, Brody King this morning, earlier in the evening. Brody
Whenever
King,
you're watching.
That blood was shocking for me.
He got hit with a skateboard that had thumbtacks, right? I didn't have the feed in the beginning, but that's what I heard. Okay, that makes sense.
Darby rubbed it across his forehead, hit it in his stomach and his back, but the blood coming out of his face, I didn't realize. Holy crap! Like, he got
sorry,
Nick.
My kid woke up. Did I miss anything? I'm sorry.
No, he's some old man. Yeah, old man that might have had COVID. Yeah, he also is a number one contender, so he's got a lot going on. That old man. Yeah.
Yeah, I would also like to just say this, just because you probably have not heard this story, but I took a chop from Darby Allen at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center a few years back, and that dude hits hard. I'm just saying. Whew. It is. Yeah. It's rough.
Was that the match where my friend threw a beer can at him?
Oh, no. This wasn't that same night, but I do remember. Was it that night?
We had a friend that just snapped and went into a trance. He went back to 1998 WCW, walked up to the ring, bounced the beer can off his head.
Wait, that was your friend that did that?
Yeah, that was my friend. Yeah.
Oh my. Because I remember just turning to my sisters and just going, "Oh my God, he's gonna kill that guy. He's gonna kill whoever threw that beer can."
I have a video of the point of view of it because I was like, "What is he doing?" And I'm like, "Dude, you're not doing what I think you're doing." And I'm like, "I better film this."
Oh, I may have to see that video later on behind the scenes. But
yeah, we'll see it there. Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to trade some tapes. We'll have to go old school and trade some tapes.
Yeah. So our buddy wrestled him a few times. But,
yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, this Civic Center is classic, man. Went there for a long time. ECW, my friends and I would like wait outside the Civic Center box office early morning to get tickets. We go every few months. But when they were at the Civic Center for Monday Night Raw, I never asked my parents to take me. They were like, "How come you never asked us?" I'm like, "I didn't think you'd take me." Like, we'd have taken you. So like, that's the one thing if I travel back in time, I'd be like, "Hey, Mom, Dad, can I go to Raw?" They'd be like, "Okay, yeah."
That's where I saw my very first wrestling show when I was like 5 years old. I saw like the Undertaker fight Nails, and it was like the coolest thing ever.
Nails, he was real scary, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Awesome. And it's funny. So my oldest sister Margaret is getting married in November, and it's potentially the same. I am hoping there is a Northeast wrestling show right next. She's getting married in the hotel next to the Civic Center. So I'm like, let there be a wrestling show that night. The wedding's done by 8. The show starts. Imagine there's a woman in a wedding dress sitting front row at a wrestling show.
Amazing.
And I'm coming out, I believe. So,
baby. Let's
for
go.
Northeast Wrestling?
No, I'm coming out for his sister's wedding, but if there's Northeast Wrestling, that's even more reason.
Coming out can mean a lot of things. I just figured you meant coming out of the entranceway. But
I would love that. Listen, we might have to talk about getting your wife to make me a mask and me commission that.
Maybe you got to pay her. Well, she charges me. I got to pay, man. I mean,
listen,
I got like immediate like measuring, and like sizing, but I
have 2 puppets. I'm very wealthy.
Cool.
Northeast
Wrestling has put out some great shows. I got to say, shout out to my buddy Hale Collins of the Now.
Yes.
They're going to be in NWA coming up in the U.S. Tag Team Battle Royal. So
Pride of Poughkeepsie, Hale Collins.
That's right. Pride of Poughkeepsie. I just love wrestling buddy of mine.
Every time in the Civic Center, they're like, they let Hale Collins cut a promo. I graduated in this building, and it means I was like, we get it. Win the match this time.
Yeah.
Oh, he graduated here. He's not winning. Don't worry about it. So
love Hale. He'll get pissed at me for saying this, but we were old backyard wrestlers, and then we went to wrestling school together. And my fire went out for wrestling, and he kept going, and he's doing his thing,
Great wrestler.
I was a big backyard wrestling promoter when I was in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had about kids from 5 different high schools in the area around Poughkeepsie. So it was like Arlington, Spack and Kill, Ketchum, like all those schools. And every Saturday at noon, we would set up. 1 o'clock, we would start filming. I was like the Vince of it and also a wrestler in it. So we would sell tapes and T-shirts and all that stuff. We had a couple different houses we backyard wrestled at. One of our friends' father was a very strict Muslim, so he would wait for his father to go to the mosque. And then, like my friend ran the house when his dad wasn't home, so we wrestled there. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Wow. It was crazy. It was right before YouTube, so we didn't. My page is online. It's awesome stuff, but it was right before YouTube came out. I'll send you guys a link later. It's called TLW Backyard Wrestling.
That's awesome.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. We're going to see more of your backyard wrestling before Dhillon Shivers ever shows us any of his 2 titles.
Dude, what are you scared of? Yeah. Show us what you got. Yeah, as
Let's
a
see the
former
footage.
PLW World Champion, Television Champion, Hardcore Champion, and Tag Champion, yeah, I booked myself to win the belts. Yeah, you would too. I'll see you there. We would make our belts out of cardboard, wrap them with duct tape over and over. We had one friend doing graphic design, so he'd print out pictures of like flags and stuff. We would wrap clear tape around it. Our first world title was so badass. It had a buzzsaw from Home Depot, like as the plate.
Nice.
It broke like every time I hit somebody with it. It would like come out of the tape.
Yikes.
I would never let anyone use the entrance theme that anyone used like in ECW or in real life. I was super like wanted to be original. The moves are cool, but I go back and watch it now. It's like the commentary is awful. It's just like kids saying really stupid shit, and there's no like transition between moves. Like someone would pick someone up by their wrists or kind of look like they were holding their hands, like walking with them. There's no like I'm gonna kick you while you're on the ladder to stun you. It's just like one wrestler just waiting like this. But if you see the highlight tape, you're like, holy shit, that's crazy. Yeah. I mean, some of the guys were really good. I think some could have definitely went on to be pro wrestlers, but I am a teacher.
Hey, you know what? Being a teacher is just it should be more respected than wrestling. I'm just saying. So we, on behalf of the broadcast, we thank you for your service as a teacher.
Thank you very much.
Very underappreciated.
My students are in for a treat this year because I'm definitely going to be dressing up like the Macho Man.
I can't believe it. I'm so sad I'm not in your school.
I know. I might have to re-register for some.
You got to pull a Billy Madison. Just go back and do
back to school.
I just bring the puppet and I just sign in and say, no, I'm here for this class. I'm doing.
I'll bring you in for career day. Puppeteer.
There you go. Put us on Zoom.
I make no money. There's no money to be had.
Yeah, put us on Zoom.
Shirts.
When you walk in my room, there's a big picture of myself and Randy Savage from 1999 WCW Nitro. We would wait at the lobby for the wrestlers to check in, and I got a few pictures with them. I have Savage, right? He looks kind of annoyed. He's checking in. And then I got Chris Benoit, who just looks like his eyes are like killer. It's crazy. And then Perry Saturn is choking me with two hands.
Of course.
The Benoit one is it's kind of frightening.
He looked like a killer, you say. You don't say.
His eyes were bloodshot red. Yeah, he was just like staring through the soul of the camera.
Yikes. He probably wanted to use a Bowflex.
And we used to stalk wrestlers after ECW shows. We'd wait outside the Civic Center, get autographs. I had a friend who was convinced he was talking to RVD on AOL. He's like, I swear it's him, man. I swear. And after one show, he's like, I'm Silver King. I'm Silver King. That was his screen name. And he's like, what? And he wrote on my friend wrote on his own forehead, and he's like, what the fuck are you talking about, kid? And I was like, I told you. I used to talk to Nova and Guido though. I did have their ones. Their actual AOL screen names.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I ran into little Guido outside of jury duty in Westchester a few years ago. Crazy, right? So I'm doing jury duty. They say go get lunch, right? So I'm looking for Post Road in White Plains. I'm walking by this like security building or whatever, and I see this guy with a suit on and a security clearance. And I go, hey man, do you know where East Post Road is? And he goes, oh yeah, it's that way. And I look at him, I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, did you used to be a wrestler? It's like stupidest thing to say. And he goes, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, little Guido. I'm like, that's crazy. He's like, yeah, I'm like security consultant over here. And I was like, we were talking AOL back in the day. And he's like, oh yeah, I think I remember. I'm like, ECW Shooter, that was his screen name. Yeah.
So finally a real wrestler is like actually playing a security guard now.
Yes.
Instead, just like how it is on Dynamite. That's how they get the concept.
And then I accidentally ran into Tommy Dreamer about a month ago. Strange as well.
Huh.
Speaking of strange, no pun intended, I was at the Stranger Things experience in Brooklyn where afterwards I told my wife, I'm like, I'm putting the wig on, I'm putting the glasses on, I'm going to be Macho Man. So I walked around. The people that worked there all were in character, so they were acting like I was the real Macho Man. They were like, oh my God, I'm such a huge fan. Like the Skips Ahoy employees, the fake video store employees. Yeah, so I'm filming a promo of me just trying the ice cream. I'm trying the vegan flavors of Skips Ahoy. So I'm like, yeah, it's so good, blah, blah. I tried this. Afterwards, I hit stop on the camera, and this guy walks up to me and he goes, hey, we match. And because he had a Macho Man shirt on. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we do. And I was like, oh, yeah. And then I look up, and it's Tommy Dreamer wearing a surgical mask. And I'm like, oh, my God, Tommy Dreamer.
That's amazing.
Very random. Yeah, he was like there with his daughters. And I guess he's a huge Macho Man fan, as am I.
Tommy Dreamer wrestled on a beach in Keensburg, New Jersey, which is one town over where I'm from, which is also where former or current Hall of Famer Sonny got her first big DUI in the past couple of years.
Well, there you
go.
go.
So much history there, yeah. So he wrestled on the sand or like as a ring on the
Yes. So I think there was a ring, but
Oh, okay.
I didn't. I couldn't make myself watch it. I just saw him walking through the sand with a garbage can in his hands and like a kendo stick, and I'm like, I can't watch this.
Amazing. You gotta give him credit though. He's never had. I don't think he's ever had a major injury.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think you're right.
Similar to Jericho.
Out here in
Jericho's rarely
October.
injured.
Speaking of the fact that you were at the Stranger Things pop up and everyone was staying in character. Speaking of staying in character, don't forget, folks, Old Wrestling comes back to Ohio on August the 28th, which we are a proud sponsor of. So you make sure you want to check that out. It is going to be at the Hurrenco Fairgrounds, 940 Fair Road, Norwalk, Ohio, on Sunday, August 28th. It's the extravaganza, and it is the return of the Riveter. You may know her as Ruby Riott. Fans will know her as the Riveter. Friend of the show, Marion Fontaine, will take on the Honorable Judge Hugo in a tag match, both men with mystery tag opponents. Judge Hugo, you may have remembered him also as Ricky Shane Page, also fought a match in a wheelchair. It was incredible. So, of course, tickets still available. The Extravaganza Old Wrestling, check it out. Link in the comments section below. So I think that is going to bring us to our top 3 Tuesday.
Ooh, yeah, Old Wrestling. Real quick, trivia. Do you know who's from Ohio? Yeah.
John Moxley.
Gregory Iron.
Macho Man. Yeah, born in Ohio. Yeah.
True. That is very true. But yeah, so that will bring us to our top 3 Tuesday, as we always have every week. Our top 3 Tuesday this week selected by our guest. So Machoverse, what is our top 3 Tuesday topic this week?
Top 3 Tuesday. Yeah, top 3 Micro Brothers from New Japan. Yeah, actually, any Japanese wrestler. Yeah, let's leave it open. Because I got an idea already from you guys. Yeah.
Okay, so you can go first or you can go last. Which would you prefer?
I will go last, yeah.
Okay, so who goes first then?
I'm going to pick George. Yeah, Georgie Porgy. Yeah, the British man, yeah.
It's George's best friend, Nick.
Nick, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his name is iPhone. Yeah, that's what he gets. Nick, yeah.
George's interpreter.
Yeah,
All right.
Behind the bed.
Wrestlers, huh? All right, we'll go with let's do Hayabusa.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Let's do Giant Baba.
Ooh.
And I'm trying to be Anita. There we go. Bam.
There you go.
Yeah.
Been asking for those. I know you want that Hayabusa one. All right. Machoverse, who is next then between myself and Tom?
Spinning the Wheel of Madness. Yo, the Wheel of Madness is going to land on Tom. Yeah.
Yes. All right, so easy. Number 1, Toru Yano.
He's still mine. Let's go in.
That's fine. We want Yano, and I want him holding a DVD.
Good. I don't understand, unfortunately.
I think that would be great. I would love, because it's me and I'm obsessed with certain wrestlers, I just want multiples of. Hiromu Takahashi has an incredible brawler, and I love this brawler. I would love another one with
Daryl?
With a more elaborate jacket and Daryl.
Yeah, gotta have Daryl, yeah.
Gotta have Daryl.
Awesome. Love it.
And then my third, I'm gonna go with Maki Ito. Because she deserves a brawler, because she is the queen of piss and shit, and I want that all over the place.
Yeah.
Hello, bitches.
I think her gimmick is hysterical.
It really is. It's a solid top 3, I think, Tom. I think I'm going to top it, though.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to pick Hulk Hogan and JPW. I'm going to pick Big Van Vader, and I'm going to pick myself in Japan.
Listen, if I ever get to Japan, it would count. But no, so my top 3 is going to be, I would like, first of all, if you're allowed to remake Hiromu, I want a remake of Jay White because it looks horrible. the Jay White one that do you have it, Tom?
No, I hate him.
Oh, okay. I bought it because I needed all the Bullet Club guys, but it's
ugly.
terrible. He looks so babyface. He looks so good with the beard and handsome. I too sweeted him at the Civic Center. And then let's see, who was the other one I wanted? I want a Rocky Romero one. I know we have Chico El Luchador, but I think with the eye patch and his tights are just really cool. I love it. Mm-hmm. And then of course the greatest wrestler in the world, Will Ospreay. That's who I would like.
Very good. Yeah.
My
If I was picking DDT, I'd say Invisible Man, I'd say Blow Up Doll, and I'd say Ibushi. Yeah.
Yes.
Does Ibushi have one already?
Yeah.
Does,
Yes, he
but
does.
It's not
Okay.
great.
It's not great. It's okay.
It's not bad. His tights are sick.
Yeah. I gotta go with Great Muda. Yeah.
Okay. That's what fun.
Let's see. Hey, you already said Ibushi. I like Yano, and you got the Rainmaker Okada. Yeah, we got the Rainmaker, and I'd say Prince Devitt, New Japan. Yeah.
There you go. That would be
That's
too
the
sweet.
moneymaker. That's the big one. Yeah. Too
We've
sweet.
got 2 Okadas,
Oh, damn.
and it is elaborate.
I
Wow.
think that was
Yeah.
what was that on the
The all gold.
trying to find. So yeah, we ranked all 232 microbrawlers that we had in hand as of last year. Okada was number 2 on the list.
Yeah.
Behind the Macho King. So
See, I want to be able to play with these figures. That's the thing missing out of it. Yeah.
They're
look
just
up
it's just
the mini
hard rubber.
figures. They were amazing. Yeah, I played with them every day in high school. Yeah, even when I was a senior. Yeah. Secrets of the Madness. Yeah. Behind my bed, I had a mini ring, and I had lots of little figures that I keep in a bag. Yeah. And I would think of backyard wrestling finishes using those wrestlers. Yeah, Psycho Sid would always win. I'll tell you what, Psycho Sid
This
looked like
is
he was
just one of my
naked.
faves.
A lot
It's
of them
so
they were
funny.
naked because the paint would rub off after a while.
Yep.
Wow, I have that one. Yes, Shawn
That's
Michaels.
one of my Whoa!
Amazing. Wow,
Good
look
grief.
at that.
Shawn Michaels jumping off the top rope.
You have ones with arms and legs that move? Oh, sorry. I'll let you go.
None of those.
My belt.
I don't have a Shawn Michaels figure. I got like mad LJNs. I just got like 7 or 8 of them in the mail, and I'm cleaning them because they look like they came out of Satan's butthole. They're filthy.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's hot in there.
It was dark. Yeah.
But yes, let us know your top 3 Tuesday in the comments section below. Of course, make sure you like the video, share it with your friends. Of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. What are you doing? It's free and it's fun. Of course, Mr. Machoverse, we thank you so much for coming on this week. Feel free to plug whatever you've got. I know you said you got all your Instagrams and social media, your TikToks. What do you got?
Ooh, yeah, the Machoverse. So on Instagram, I am the Machoverse. You'll see pictures, you'll see videos, day to day, just cosplay stuff. You'll see some mashups coming in because we're going to have the Macho Dude, Big Lebowski, is coming down the line. So stay tuned. Yeah, New York Comic Con. So the Macho Dude, the Machoverse on TikTok and Instagram. Just got a Twitter. That's about it. YouTube as well. So I'll be pumping out some more content. And hopefully TikTok stops banning me for hate speech for no reason.
Oh, man. Yeah.
That's rough.
All right. Someone said today, real quick, I was going live. They said, I hate AEW. And I go, really? Do you hate it? I said, the only thing you should hate is Hitler and racism. And then 3 minutes later, I got permanently banned. Yes.
How do you go live? How many followers do you have on TikTok where you're allowed to go live?
I have 2,500. You need 1,000 to go live, from what I heard.
Damn!
Yeah.
It's the same thing on YouTube. We're just under 200, but
It's hard
Yeah,
work if you're not a hot chick. I got to do double the amount of.
And it's-
Seriously.
if you don't have the money, if you don't have the money up front, you just don't get seen.
yep.
Wait,
Tom's taken his shirt off multiple times, but
I have exposed a little. It's nothing.
Yeah. It's tough. You just got to keep doing it. I don't know, man. I still know how it works.
exactly.
It's
You
okay.
just got to keep
The
it on.
Machoverse. Yeah, check me out. Yeah.
I'll be following you on TikTok. You'll get 2 more followers because me and the puppet each have our own.
Yeah. Well, guys, follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back, and we'll do a whole follow fest. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, media. Yeah.
Yes, you can follow us on all the platforms of social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, WNRDB. Of course, like I said, subscribe here. It's free and it's fun. Check us out on Patreon. You join that at any level. We're revamping it in September. You will get a monthly gift. September, you get the Pogs. I might even throw in buttons too. Who knows? We got a lot of merchandise
I
coming
don't
out.
even have a button.
You will eventually. They're in the mail. They should
The
be in
red
the
button to get to the danger zone. Yeah.
There you go. We also have merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com, ProWrestlingTees.com/The Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. And that is nerd spelled NRD. I know it's like 1,000 degrees outside, but why not get a knit hat? It's nice and comfy. Yeah, I think that's all our plugs. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, here, Pro Wrestling Tees. Eventually, Dhillon Shivers will come. Eventually, I will get the opportunity to cash this in. So until he shows up, thank you so much, Mr. Machoverse, for joining us on the broadcast this week. It has been a pleasure, sir.
If you gotta see me again, it's not looking good for Dhillon. Yeah, straight one-way ticket to the madness. Yeah, parts unknown, danger zone. Yeah. 90210. Yeah. 666158. Guys,
Fantastic.
great to have me. Does that sound weird? Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Hope to come back one day soon. Looking forward to checking all your stuff out. Thank you so much. As always, elbow drops and axe handles. Yeah, the Machoverse. Ooh, yeah.
Bring me Dhillon Shivers.
Yeah, where's Dhillon?